I'm going to start out by saying that this show is definitely not for kids. That being said, uh, it is definitely in the ecchi category, and it's kind of shonen as well, which is really odd. I guess I haven't seen many things like this. I mean, there are others out there, but I've never watched them. So this is kind of it's not at all like Naruto or anything like that. It's like a tournament fighting game basically. They compete against each other, and then at the end they fight the current queen because they are trying to become the queen, hence Queen's Blade. And that's basically what the entire story is. It's 2 seasons long. I don't think there's anything after that. The first season, I'll go ahead and say, is a lot better than the second. But the first one is basically them getting to the Queen's Blade tournament, because they don't even start fighting, I don't think, until the second season, which is over 12 episodes into it. So there's that. But the first season, even though it's not part of the tournament, it is a lot better than the second one. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like when I watched it, because I watched it several months ago. It has a better story to it, all that. But this is mainly going to focus on the second season because I've just watched it over this last week, and I haven't seen the first season in a while. But season 2 is pretty much all fighting and exposed women. That is the entire show, pretty much. There's a storyline, and it's semi-decent. The story goes. So that's, I guess, one thing, but other than that, there's nothing really spectacular about the story. The fighting is decent. The animation in it is pretty good. It's better than things like Naruto, but it's not the best I've seen. So that's kind of nah. I mean, if you like fighting and you want to see naked women fighting, this is definitely the show for you. And I have to say, I didn't enjoy it that much. Like, it's not awful, but it's not really great. I originally wasn't going to do a review on this because I don't really know how I'm supposed to review ecchi, because that's pretty much all it is. Like, they throw in fan service all the time. They have one character who's dressed as a maid, then they have like one girl who has some kind of ancient tentacle demon as her master. There's like it's kind of ridiculous. You'd have to watch it, but I wouldn't necessarily advise this because, as I've said, it's definitely an adult show. I mean, there's nothing. It's not like watching hentai. Obviously, it's not that extreme because it's ecchi, but it's still pretty bad. So overall, it's an entertaining show, I guess, but it's not very good. Like, I'm one of those people that when I start watching something, I pretty much always have to finish it unless it is just really, really awful or too long. So this being only 12 episodes in the second season, I liked the first one decently enough. It was pretty funny. And the second one's not as funny. Like, I guess it is, but I just didn't find it as amusing as the first. So I would more or less advise watching the first season, which is still ecchi, by the way. It's just I didn't think it was as strong as the second, or I didn't notice if it was. So I would advise the first far above the second, but if you don't like really fan servicey stuff, then don't watch it. That's pretty much all I can say about it. The only reason I really did a review on it is because it's what I was watching, and I had originally started watching it not having a review in mind, but and then I started thinking near the end that I wasn't going to do one because I don't know what I would say about it, but this is pretty much it. It's entertaining, but if you do not like or are offended by any kind of more mature content, it's not for you. But if you like some kind of slightly perverted humor mixed with some decent fighting and a semi-decent fighting tournament storyline, go for it. It's not bad. I'd have to say overall, I'd give it probably about a 6 out of 10. It's, little above halfway, I think, because it's not bad, but it's not particularly good. And I think that's about all for this review. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay on the lookout for more videos. My next video will probably be either on the Atlanta South Comic Con, which is not really Comic Con, but it's like a smaller thing, and I'm going to go to that. I don't know how it's going to go, but it may not even be anything manga related at all, but I'm going to go anyway. Why not? So it's probably going to be on that, or it's going to be the best places that I've found, my favorite places. Maybe not the best, but efficient, good places to watch free anime. And then after that, I'm probably going to do how you can get free printed copies of manga. Not reading online. I mean actually get free manga in the mail. And I know it works because I've done it. And so that's it for this one. And stay on the lookout for those. And Anime Observer,